In a significant escalation of its sanctions regime, the U.S. has expanded its economic penalties against China, U.A.E, Turkey, and Russia, broadening the scope to encompass entities and individuals in China, Turkey, the United Arab Emirates, and Russia. These measures are a response to their alleged role in assisting Moscow with the procurement of materials potentially beneficial for military use. This is what was said by the U.S. side, but China has vowed to retaliate if these sanctions against individuals in China are not removed. The U.S. keeps sanctioning different countries and keep advising that sanctions serve to cause more harm than good. Stay with us to the end to find out how these sanctions will work. Hello and welcome back to Innovative Check YouTube channel, where we delve into the innovative and transformative projects changing our world. If you're new to the channel and enjoy learning about innovation stories around the world, you've come to the right place. Please subscribe, like, and comment to help boost our videos on YouTube. This expansion of sanctions underscores the U.S. commitment to impeding Russia's access to international supply chains, especially those pertaining to its defense industry. The U.S. Treasury and State Department, as announced on Thursday, have augmented the list of global names subjected to financial and travel restrictions, now exceeding 200 entities. Janet Yellen, the U.S. Treasury Secretary, emphasized the resolve of the U.S. in targeting those aiding Russia's military efforts in Ukraine, citing a determination to hold such collaborators accountable. Just a quick reminder to hit the like button below. YouTube has been restricting my videos a lot recently because of bots, so your like does help out this video massively in terms of the algorithm in YouTube. At the heart of these sanctions lies the goal of thwarting Russia's attempts to bypass existing restrictions on its defense sector. This has often involved indirect routes through countries perceived as friendly to Moscow. Since President Vladimir Putin initiated a comprehensive invasion of Ukraine over a year and a half ago, Russia has been strategically reorienting its supply chains and financial conduits. This reorientation has involved countries like Turkey and the U.A.E, as well as former Soviet states in Central Asia and the Caucasus. Specifically, in the U.A.E, ARC's financial engineering, and 4 of its employees face sanctions for allegedly facilitating the transfer of Russian assets into the Gulf state and devising methods for VTB, a Russian bank impacted by sanctions, to convert rubles into U.S. dollars. ARC's, a regulated entity within Dubai's International Financial Center, a hub for numerous global financial institutions, has not immediately responded to these allegations. An official from the U.A.E responded, asserting the country's adherence to United Nations sanctions and its robust processes for dealing with sanctioned entities. The official reaffirmed the UAE's commitment to its international responsibilities and its ongoing dialogue with global partners regarding the conflict in Ukraine and its broader economic implications. In Turkey, the sanctions are primarily directed at groups supplying technology and electronics to Russia, either directly or through intermediaries. This has been corroborated by various diplomatic sources. Turkey, maintaining strong economic ties with Russia, has not aligned with the Western sanctions framework, thus posing a challenge to the enforcement of these restrictions. Turkish officials, however, maintain that local companies are monitored to prevent involvement in sanction circumvention. The timing of these new U.S. sanctions is particularly sensitive, given the current state of U.S.-Turkey relations. Recent comments by Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan against Israel and its allies, along with Turkey's pending decision on Sweden's NATO membership, add complexity to the situation. If you are enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to subscribe, share the video, and comment. Additionally, a Chinese group has been targeted by the U.S. for allegedly supplying radar components to a Russian state-owned missile manufacturer. This action comes despite efforts by the U.S. to stabilize relations with Beijing, exemplified by a planned meeting between Presidents Joe Biden and Xi Jinping at the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit. Furthermore, the U.S. State Department has imposed sanctions on various Russian entities, including a mining company developing the world's largest titanium ore deposit and the operator of the Arctic LNG-2 project. While the U.S. has not directly sanctioned Russian LNG exports, it has previously penalized services related to the construction of this liquefaction project. The new sanctions aim to impact Russia's ambition to boost its LNG exports significantly by 2030. Other Russian entities in the technology, electronics, and aerospace sectors have also been added to the sanctions list. Among the individuals targeted, is Yakub Zakriv, the Chechen agriculture minister appointed by Putin to oversee Danone's Russian assets following the company's seizure in July. This comprehensive sanctions package by the U.S. represents a strategic effort to undermine Russia's military capabilities by restricting access to international resources and supply chains. The inclusion of entities from China, Turkey, and the U.A.E. signifies a widening of the U.S. approach, reflecting its determination to counteract Russia's military endeavors in Ukraine. The sanctioning of these entities and individuals across various countries signals a significant intensification in the U.S. strategic approach to the ongoing conflict in Ukraine by extending its sanctions to include third-party countries like China, Turkey, and the U.A.E. The U.S. is demonstrating its commitment to using economic measures as a tool to respond to global political challenges, particularly those posed by Russia's actions in Ukraine. The U.S. strategy revolves around disrupting the supply chains that Russia has been increasingly relying on since the imposition of sanctions by the West. By targeting companies and individuals in China, Turkey, and the U.A.E., the U.S. aims to close the gaps that Russia has been exploiting to sustain its military operations. This approach reflects a broader understanding of the globalized nature of supply chains and the complexities involved in enforcing comprehensive sanctions. If you are enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to subscribe, share the video, and comment. In the case of China, the U.S. decision to impose sanctions on entities believed to be supplying critical components to Russia's military industry comes at a time of delicate diplomatic balancing. The U.S. is seeking to stabilize its relationship with China, a major global power and economic partner, while simultaneously addressing security concerns related to Russia's military capabilities. The planned meeting between Presidents Joe Biden and Xi Jinping underscores the importance of Sino-American relations in the context of global stability and economic cooperation. Turkey's position is equally complex. As a NATO member, Turkey's involvement in aiding Russia, directly or indirectly, poses a challenge to the alliance's unified stance against Russia's actions in Ukraine. The U.S. sanctions on Turkish companies highlight the difficulties in aligning the interests of NATO members with the collective actions taken against Russia. Additionally, Turkey's strategic importance in regional geopolitics and its role in conflicts such as Syria and Libya add layers to the U.S.'s decision-making process. The U.A.E's role as a financial and logistics hub makes it a significant player in the context of these sanctions by targeting entities within the U.A.E. The U.S. is acknowledging the role that global financial centers play in facilitating international transactions, including those that might contravene sanctions. The response from the U.A.E. official, emphasizing adherence to unsanctions, reflects the delicate balance that countries must maintain in navigating their international commitments and domestic economic interests. At the heart of these sanctions is the U.S. objective to limit Russia's ability to sustain its military efforts in Ukraine. The focus on sectors like technology, electronics, aerospace, and energy reflects a strategic approach aimed at undermining key aspects of Russia's military and industrial capabilities. By targeting the supply chains and financial networks that support these sectors, the U.S. is attempting to exert pressure on Russia to change its course in Ukraine. The inclusion of individuals in these sanctions, such as the Chechen agriculture minister overseeing Danone's Russian assets, indicates a personalized approach to the sanctions. This strategy aims to impact the decision-making processes of those in positions of influence within Russia and its allied networks. The sanctions serve as a warning to individuals and entities that collaboration with Russia's military efforts can result in significant personal and professional consequences. The expansion of U.S. sanctions to include entities and individuals in China, Turkey, and the U.A.E. represents a multifaceted approach to addressing the challenges posed by Russia's actions in Ukraine. By targeting the supply chains and financial networks that support Russia's military operations, the U.A.E. is leveraging its economic power to influence global geopolitics. This approach reflects a broader strategy of using economic measures as tools in international relations, demonstrating the complexities and interconnectedness of global economic and political systems. Thank you for your attention, and I welcome your thoughts and questions on this complex and vital subject. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to get exclusive videos about how phenomenally China is developing and growing its influence. Your subscriptions and likes motivate us to generate more content, So please keep supporting us. Check out this video showing on your screen right now, and I will see you on the other side.